Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back. Or if you're new, hey girl, hey. So today I'm super excited because I'm going to be sharing with you guys a full face of everything under $5. Everything is of course from the drugstore. Some of this stuff I already owned, most of it I did go shopping for it. I'm excited to give you guys like my first impressions of it. I hope you guys do enjoy. If you do, please leave a like, a comment, and a subscription before you go. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to start out with is my brows. I picked up this Wet n Wild micro brow pencil in the shade Deep Brown. This was $2.98. So it looks like that. So far it does apply smoothly onto my brows. Honestly, it's not bad. I like it, and I also like this shade. So I really enjoy the brow pencil. I like how my brows look. I like how fine the tip is. It's very easy to work with. This is definitely a must-have. $2.98 is a super good deal for this brow pencil. So up next, I'm going to do my complexion. To start off with primer, I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Face Primer. This was $4.98. Ooh. I was not expecting that. I was expecting this to be like more clear, but it looks kind of like beige. So let me blend that out onto half of my face and see how it looks. It's starting to feel a bit tacky on my skin, which I like. It's definitely super glowy and it's looking dewy so far on my skin. Let's do the other side. I definitely like it so far, and it feels very moisturizing. So next for foundation, we have the Photo Focused Dewy Foundation in the shade Golden Beige. I have tried this foundation before. It's actually been one of my favorites for quite a while now. This foundation is $4.98 as well as its matching dewy primer. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that straight to my face with the applicator that it comes with. And to blend that out, I'm going to use this new Bioblender by EcoTools. This was $4.88 and it was new. So this is going to be my first time testing out this beauty blender. So I went ahead and dampened it and it got really big and it's really fluffy. So far I have high hopes for it. So let's go ahead and blend that out and see how it goes. I typically love using a beauty blender to blend out my foundation and concealer. And so far, I'm really liking how this is going. I really love it. It doesn't seem to be like soaking up any of the foundation. So it's doing a really good job. This might be a new favorite. Oh my gosh. So up next, I'm super excited to test out the Wet n Wild MegaLast Incognito Concealer. This had the label new on it, but I'm not sure if it's new. It says all day full coverage. And I got this in the shade Medium Honey. I'm going to apply that like I would any other concealer. And we'll start with one side first because I want to see, like, you know, I want to compare the coverage level. I'm using the other side of my Bioblender. You know, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be calling this thing. But whatever it is, I really, really like it. So I'm going to apply a little bit more because I didn't see that it really covered much. And it says full coverage, so add a little bit more right in there and see if it's buildable, because that seemed like really light coverage. And let's let it dry for I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, but the concealer is $3.98. If it's actually full coverage, what a deal, you know? So that worked a little bit better. I actually see it now, and it definitely brightened up my under eye. I don't know if it's full coverage, but it did cover up a little bit of my under eye. Apply that much, and I'll actually let that dry for a bit. So yeah, I think letting it dry up a little bit under the eyes definitely helped. Another thing I really liked is how smoothly and how quickly it blended out. I'm a fan. I like it, and for $3.98, I mean, you can't beat it. Up next, I'm excited to try out this MegaGlo dual-ended contour stick. So I don't think I'm going to use a light shade, but I did want to try out the contour shade. And this is in the shade Medium Tan, and this was $4.98. I didn't find anything similar to this even close to the price point I was looking for. So I'm excited, and it feels really nice. So I'm going to apply it just like that, and we'll blend that out and see how it goes. I'm going to start off with just that little bit and blend it upwards and see how it goes. I have really high hopes for it. because so far the only cream bronzer that I have found that I like from the drugstore is the putty bronzer. So I'm excited for this. And honestly, it looks super beautiful on my skin. And I think this was the perfect shade. It was the only shade they had, actually. And it's super beautiful, and it blended out so smoothly. So we're going to skip straight to setting powder. I picked up the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. And this one is in the shade Light Medium. And this was only $3. So I'm excited to try this out. I have not used it before. I'm going to go ahead and apply this with a brush. Start underneath the eye and see how it goes. I'm not sure if this was supposed to be a natural finish or a matte finish. I'm going to set my entire face with it. So far, I really like how it looks. And it doesn't feel super heavy or like drying on the skin, so I like that. So the setting powder is definitely a 10. Next for bronzer, I have this Color Icon bronzer. I really like this shade, and this is, I don't know if you guys can tell in the camera, but it's a super shimmery, like glowy bronzer. And this bronzer is $3.98. It applies super pretty onto the skin. It gives off such a pretty glow. It's super pretty to like give off that bronzy tan look. If you have not already tried this out, girl, you gotta get it. I mean, for $3.98, it's such a steal, and it's so freaking pretty. Especially if you're like me and love the whole dewy, glowy look. Of course, the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. This is in the shade Nudist Society, and the price for this is $2.98. Come on, you can't beat that. And it's so pretty. Like, I will choose this over like $20 blushes I have. This blush is so freaking beautiful, and it's so glowy and dewy on the skin. And of course, for highlight, we are using the Hello Halo MegaGlo Blushlighter palette. This is in the shade After Sex Glow. And it did come with like a shimmery blush in here, but tragic. It's super, super blinding, super pretty. And the price for this is $4.35. So now going back into the eyes, I have this super beautiful Profusion eyeshadow palette. This one is in the shade Mauves, and it comes with 10 gorgeous shades. These are like burgundies, like cranberry shades, and pink shades. And I've been really into these. This was $4.98. Can you believe it? I'm going to start off with this shade right here called Kindly. This is my first time trying out Profusion shadows. And so far, it is not disappointing. Up next, I'll take this shade right here called Explode. And I'll add that to the crease just to deepen it up a bit. And these are blending out so nicely onto the eyes. And the shades are so pretty. Next, I'm going to take this shade right here with my finger and just apply that onto my lids. Super, super pretty. Next to that, I'm going to add some of this shade right here with a brush. And I'm going to add that a little bit towards the outer corner, just like this. And I really love how this eye look is coming out. For under my lash line, I'm just going to take that first shade we used, Kindly, and place that underneath my lash line. I'm actually also going to add some of Explode in there. Next, I'm going to be using this 2-in-1 clear brow and lash mascara. So on one end, I guess it's a brow gel. On the other end, it's a clear mascara. So I'm going to be using both of those. I'm going to apply some of that onto my lash, and it is labeled. This is my first time using this duo product, so I'm excited to see how it works. So far, it's applying on nicely. It didn't burn my eye out, so that's a good sign. And this was $3. So for a 2-in-1 for $3, that is actually not bad at all. I did get some of that in my eye, and it's not burning, so oh my gosh, we got a steal. I'm going to apply the brow side onto my brows as my brow gel. So far, I like both of these on. Nothing feels uncomfortable yet. Everything is just wet right now. It hasn't gotten sticky or anything. So I'm hoping it will, but it hasn't yet. So I'll let you guys know. I got these I Envy 3D Collection lashes. I guess this is style 12. These are super cute and they're only $3.97. Super pretty. And to go with that, I got this Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with aloe vera in it. This is supposed to be clear lash glue, and this was only $2.74. Okay, so I got those on and they're super pretty. They have a lot of volume to them, and the lash glue, as long as you let it get super tacky, it works. For $3.97, these lashes feel super luxurious and they're definitely worth it, and I'll definitely be buying them again. Just to update you guys on this so far, the brow gel, it definitely worked and it's definitely holding my brows in place, but still it's not uncomfortable and I really like it, and I see myself using this like all the time. I'm gonna take some of that lash side of it and apply that to these lashes. Up next for my lips, I have the NYX lip pencil. This one is in the shade Nude Beige. This is my first time using this lip pencil. I bought it and it was $3.97. So let's see how it does. It's a very nude shade. I really like it. And over top of that, I'm gonna go in with this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. I had actually already purchased this in a Christmas collection trio, and it came with 2 other ones for just $10. But this one itself is $4.97. And I really love how these apply to the lips. They are super buttery and it smells so good. I'm loving the lips, super pretty and super nude. And last but not least, of course, we have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. And this was $4.27. Let's go ahead and spritz the face with this. So this is a final look. I think it looks super beautiful. And for everything being under $5, this was absolutely amazing. And we're in trouble because I liked all of these products and I definitely see myself using these. Everything I used in this video will be linked down below in the description, so check that out if you're interested. If you enjoyed this video or enjoy videos like this, please leave a like, a comment, and a subscription, and I will see you all in my next one.